if you have tried crochet before and got confused, this video is for you. So let's see. Crochet, this is a crochet hook, and crochet is that we crochet with a yarn and make loose stitches. Then this is the product. You'll get this type of stitches, and crochet and knitting are two different things. This is crochet hook, and knitting needs two needles of different sizes. They both comes in different sizes, and the product by crochet is this type of stitches, and the product by knitting is this type of stitches. You can tell the difference, and the beginners usually starts with crochet because it's easier than knitting, but knitting use less yarn and crochet use more. Now what you need, the basic thing to crochet is a crochet hook. This is 4 mm hook. This is 4 mm hook, and usually beginners use this because it is not too thick or too thin. It's the right size. And of course, yarn is important, and scissors, pairs of scissors, and these are stitch markers. Let me show you. These are stitch markers which is used to mark the stitches where you have left. You can use a safety pin instead. It works the same. You open it, you close it, same mechanism, and some needles. So listen, I have a set for beginners, a crochet set that is available on MESSHO for 139 rupees, and it includes all of this: a pairs of scissors, a crochet hook with its what do we call it? Its cover, that blue cover, and needles, stitch markers, and even yarn. 5 colors of yarn, 15 gram each, I guess, 10 or 15 gram each, and they are so beautiful. It's so affordable, and it has everything you need as a beginner, because I did that too, and now I can crochet many things as you seen in the intro. So the types of yarn are listed here. You can see the texture and color, whatever, and the yarn type is written on top. The perfect yarn for beginner is cotton or acrylic yarn. I'm using the cotton one. This is cotton yarn, and I have a plush yarn and most things, but that is so difficult to crochet with. So as a beginner, you should start with a cotton yarn or acrylic yarn. Now, types of hooks: bigger hook, bigger space between each stitch. Smaller hook, less space between each stitch. Smaller hook aren't for beginners, and not even bigger hook. You'll have to use a middle-sized hook that I have already told you. 4 mm hook is for beginners, because I have used 10 mm, and also the bigger one, this much thick. The 10 mm was so difficult to crochet with, and even the big one. So you should use this 4 mm. It's really perfect for a beginner, as I was a beginner too. So this is a hook, and we'll grab it like this. Then with the index finger we put it here, and this is how we hold our hook. This is the yarn. We will do many type of stitches with it. First of all, take 2 fingers and wrap it around your fingers like this, so that it forms a cross, and then pull it through it, that hole, and tada, this is your slip knot. And now pull the hook inside and tighten it. You will get your slip knot. Now you can start by chaining. Now how to chain? Take how to hold the hook first. Take two fingers and roll it around the yarn, and put the index finger on the hook where the yarn knot slip knot is, and then for chaining we'll have to grab the yarn with the hook like this and pull it through the hole. Let me show you again slowly. Look, grab it and then pull it through. Easy. Now it's time for doing a magic ring. For a magic ring, wrap the yarn around your two fingers so that it forms a cross from the behind, from the palm side, and then take the hook inside the first loop and upside the second and take it below the first, and chain one here, and tada, you have a magic ring. Tighten it as you desire. So uh, get the hook inside the hole, then grab the grab the yarn and pull it through the two loops, and here you have your single crochet. Now double crochet, wrap it around the hook and pull it through. Then you have three loops, then pull it through two loops, and you have two loops now, and pull it through two loops again. And yeah, this is how you do a double crochet. So yeah, for slip stitch, get inside the hole, then pull the yarn inside and pull the first loop into the second, and here you have your slip stitch. Common mistakes beginners do. First, holding the yarn too tightly that the stitches become too tight to even stitch in them. Keep your fingers loose around the yarn, not too tight stitches. And next mistake is using the wrong size hook with different size of yarn, like using plushy yarn with a small hook. It will get frustrating, so don't do that. And next mistake is giving up too early. Crochet never turned out to be perfect at first. You have to practice a lot. And next, expecting it to be perfect. Every crochet project isn't gonna be perfect at once. You have to practice it a lot. Even me, when I crochet anything, it turned out so bad, and but I try it again and crochet again, and the second product is gonna be better than the first one. So never give up. Crochet is about patience. If you have patience, then you can do this. Okay. Last, what not to worry about in the beginning. You don't have to worry about that my project isn't turned out to be perfect. At the beginning, everyone's stitches looks uneven, and second, the speed doesn't matter. Speed doesn't matter at all. You should have the patience to crochet each stitch slowly to understand what stitch we did and how we did. Fancy yarn and hooks. chunky yarn or something, you should not do that. Learning everything at once, it's not possible. There are so many types of stitches and you can't learn it at once, so you need practice, you need time. Okay, making mistakes, it's so normal. Everyone does that. You can undo the stitch, of course you can. If you did any mistake, don't be scared about frogging. Comparing your work to another, comparing your work with anyone else, you don't need to compare. Comparison kills confidence, so you don't have to compare your work with anyone. You don't have to compare your work with anyone. If you can make loops, you can crochet. So good luck with your crochet. You can do this, I know. So guys, my first project was a sprout leaf on the top of the headphone like this. So